On behalf of all of us here at TLC, thanks for coming today. We invite you here today to introduce you to TLC Insurance Group. While already being one of the largest Medicare selling agencies in the country, we're also one of the fastest agent growth agencies in the country. We feel we have a unique way to capture both production and agent growth, as we will explain today. Working daily in the Medicare market is exciting, fun, and very lucrative. Our opportunities we will discuss today range from the agent position that wants to increase his or her personal commissions to a national recruiter position who is forward-thinking and wants to do everything they can to increase their personal own business. We have opportunities that other agencies just don't offer, and we will discuss those with you today. If you are worried about your retirement years and would love to set up an additional flow of income, then hear what John Raychek has to say.
My name's John Raychek. Just want to give you a little history on my life and my working here at TLC. Been here 3 years. Before that, I worked in manufacturing for 31 years, retired at the age of 49, spent 10 years in retirement and decided I wanted to try another industry. The company that I work for, we lost our benefits three years ago, and I got into the business then as well to try to help all my friends because we were all trying to figure out what our next step was. I met Chris and Craig 3 years ago, got into this industry, have enjoyed it, and my work with TLC. Also this year has been the largest year that I've ever had financially. We realized that once I got into this industry that the renewal base that I was going to be able to grow was going to help me to be able to have and create my own pension plan. So as my wife and I talked about it, it gave her security, which is primary for me, knowing that she has the kind of security that I wanted for her. And in the process, it's also helped me grow my business model as well and give us both the kind of security we both wanted. I'm an athlete, I enjoyed golf all my life, and so I have the opportunity to be flexible in my working hours as well as my play hours. So much of what I do gives me the opportunity in this business to name my own hours and work how I choose to work, not so much on a schedule. In manufacturing, we had certain hours that we had to do every day. If we weren't there, we didn't get paid. And this one, I'm able to be flexible and expand my business as I choose to.
Hindsight is always 20/20. It's not where you begin your career, it's where you end it. Being on the right team makes all the difference. Take a listen to Don Einen.
I got into this business about 11 years ago. And thinking back 11 years ago, the easy part was getting into the business. I mean, it was easy to get a license. It was even easy to find companies to work for. But I found the most important part and the hard part was finding the right company to work for. I actually worked for a few companies that just didn't have the support, didn't have the training. Luckily, I finally found TLC Insurance Group, and I started with them from their beginning. My only regret is that I didn't find them sooner, because my career would be a lot further down the road if I would have been with TLC from the beginning. Working as an agent, I quickly found out that there's only one of me. There's only so many hours of the day. There's only so much time to contact customers to predict my income. But what I found out is if I could just duplicate myself and get a bunch of agents working underneath me, that I can make a lot more income and do it in a quicker time. Now, luckily, TLC has a national recruiting organization that helps me recruit agents so that I can continue to duplicate myself and have agents across the country working for me. You know, it kind of started out where you would run into friends that are in the business or just try to recruit a couple people to be on your team. Well, luckily, TLC has the support to do these major recruitings. They brought me in and showed me how to do this. Since then, I've hired a telemarketer who actually books people to come to seminars like this. The management goes to the seminars and actually does the recruiting for me, and all these people that I bring there become part of my team. I was so impressed with the opportunity that now I'm actually traveling with them and doing some of the speaking and the recruiting at these seminars. Since I began to work with TLC, I have been able to increase my income and also, in my opinion, increase my quality of life. Not only have I enjoyed a great career here at TLC, but I've made a lot of great friends along the way that I believe will continue to grow in the future.
If you are sitting here today and have never been in the insurance industry, then please listen to Mario Daniel's story.
Several years ago, I was working a couple of jobs, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. I have 2 kids, a daughter who is currently in college, and a soon-to-be 13-year-old son. And as you know, the older kids get, the more they cost. Well, I began to feel overwhelmed, and luckily for me, I had some friends that expressed some concern about why I wasn't my normal self. And as I explained to them the sinking feeling that I was having, they immediately asked me to come and work with them. So I pride myself in being a teachable person. And as Chris and Craig talked to me more about Medicare and the things that they do and the potential that I could possibly have by working with them, I began to give it some serious consideration. With the 2 jobs that I worked, I was doing 60 plus hours a week, having to work 16 hours any given day of the week at the last minute, and it kind of cheated my kids out of me being in attendance at some of their functions. So with me being able to work with TLC, I've been offered the possibility of just setting my own hours and being able to attend functions such as graduations and T-ball games, and my kids are happy, I'm happy. I'm working less hours, making more money, and I don't think I could have found a better position to be in than where I am now with TLC. When I started with TLC, I was afraid of leaving my position in which I had felt complacent in and moving on to something that I knew absolutely nothing about. I'm new to Medicare, and before I met Chris and Craig and they started to talk to me about Medicare, I didn't even know what Medicare was. So after I went through training and these guys just walked me through the process, giving me endless hours of their time, just making sure that I had a great understanding for what I would be doing, it took off, and I can't say enough about the fact that I am right where I feel I need to be. I don't think that I'm a good salesperson, and nor am I the greatest, but TLC has taught me that consistent activity equals consistent pay.
According to some of our national carriers, some of the top national Medicare producing agents work with TLC. Here is TLC's #1 producing agent for 2011.
Hello, I'm Brian Virch, 32 years old. I've been in the business for about 10 years and been with TLC for about 3 years. I came out of college in 2001 with a degree in journalism. Those jobs are difficult to find unless you have connections. I struggled between several jobs for about a year after that, and then called Craig Vilwalk, and he got me my first interview, and that landed me not only my first job in insurance, but my first job in sales. About 3 years ago, I joined TLC for a number of reasons. First and foremost, the commissions. I've built up a big block of renewal business in addition to the advanced commissions that I earn. There are so many carriers that we can sell for that it's hard for another agent to competitively beat us out in a house. This year alone, I expect to earn nearly $250,000 in commissions. I like to balance work and play. I definitely put in the hours to earn the money, but at the same time, I'm not breaking my back. I do have a social life. I go out to dinner quite a bit. I like to work out every day after work. And the freedom that you get with a sales job, especially a job that provides renewals, is immeasurable.
I'm Ken Keating. I've been in the insurance business 28 years. I've been affiliated with TLC for the last 3 years, working in the Medicare marketplace. my experience was with mainly working with individuals on the life and annuity side, and I found that working with TLC helped with my business by generating leads for people that are 65, and working in the Medicare business has been a big boom for my business. Those of you that are not in the Medicare business currently, but may be dealing with life insurance, annuities, or other, will find that you will get a lot more leads that come from people dealing with Medicare. You'll also get a lot of referrals from your clients on this. And again, it opens up the business for those other sales, not just Medicare, but you also pick up the life, the annuity, and the health sales. So working in this marketplace has been a tremendous for our business. You're going to sell 3 to 5 cases a week coming off of Medicare sales. Don't miss out on the opportunity.
A strong work ethic, consistent activity, and drive to be the best has catapulted Dave Yost into one of TLC's top national agents. Here's his story.
My name's Dave, and I started off business in the worksite marketing. So it consisted a lot of going door-to-door businesses every day. I'd wake up in the morning, I'd get a route together, and basically I would go knock on companies' doors trying to get a hold of the business owner or the human resource manager. And the problem with that was it wasn't really my own abilities that were able to shine through, because if I did get appointments with, say, the business owner or the human resource person, I was having to go through meeting after meeting, and it was such a long process. I felt like my success in that area depended on someone else's decision instead of my success really coming from my own talents and abilities working with people one-on-one. I chose TLC, number one, because of freedom. I am my own boss. I do whatever I want, whenever I want, and it's an individual sale instead of a sale to a company. So as long as I can win over the confidence and the trust of that one individual, I know I can make the sale. But with worksite marketing, it was a constant battle with claims and customer service, because the structure of those policies and what I did was so much different. People would have to call me because they had claim applications they had to fill out, they had processes they had to go through, and it was really confusing because they didn't have an idea what they were doing. Therefore, I was spending 3-4 hours a day trying to answer questions and getting people in contact with the right person for their claims. Whereas with worksite, I sell a policy that covers 100% of whatever Medicare doesn't cover. They have no reason to call me back because all they do is hand them their card, their medical card at the doctor's office, and everything's covered. They don't have to deal with bills, they don't have to deal with claims. I like staying busy, but I want to stay busy doing things that I truly want to do. And with Medicare sales, my whole entire day is rarely ever tied up. If I get a call at 10:30 in the morning that my friends or my family's going to the lake at 3, I don't have to worry about what I have to do in the afternoon because I can always schedule things around the activities that I truly want to do. I've been with TLC for over a year now, and in my first year with the company, my income has doubled from what I made the previous year doing worksite. I had months back when I was doing worksite where I would make $300 a month, and it's not something you can really live on. So switching to TLC, I noticed a huge increase in my income, and I haven't got to the point yet where I'm getting these renewals in, but I know just from the first year of doing it, I've already doubled what I've made. So once those renewals kick in, it'll just double, triple. Really, there's no end to how much money I can make. As long as I work hard, those renewals will keep kicking in and paying off year after year.
I do want to thank Chris and Craig because they've afforded me this opportunity working here at TLC, and the relationships that we have are not just relationships that are business relationships, but they're relationships that become friendships too. And I've appreciated all that they've helped me with as far as my education, my training, and my ability to increase my income larger than I would have ever dreamed.
I want to thank TLC, particularly Chris and Craig, for all that they've done for me and just being great friends in addition to leading a strong workforce.
Thank you, TLC, for giving me the opportunity to do business in the Medicare market. I know without you guys, I'd still be stuck at a job that I really didn't like, working twice as long, making half the money.
Thank you, TLC, for showing me the way to not only have a lot of freedom, but also to have the income that I've always dreamt of.
Thanks, TLC.